What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Legit. Hey man, the Mavs and Wolves series is over. Mavs winning 5. I gotta hear what the loser POV gotta say, man. I feel sorry for Ant and Cat. Not really Rudy, because the nigga's trash, but and Finch. But they're a young team. I know for sure Ant's gonna be back for sure, bro. Ant is he's elite, man. But I mean, you got Rudy Gobert on your team, man. It's hard to win.
Cat are isolation heavy players.
I think Ant's right after this one, right?
Stitch that together, the combination of isolation and structure.
Don't listen to Ant.
Being able to go in isolation is, everybody does it at some point in the game, no matter how much structure you have out there. But you still got to get set, got to get to the right spacing. A lot of it is spacing related, So we were never really able to kind of get, I don't think, into anything that gave us great, shape. So.
Chris, just in this moment, I mean, obviously super disappointing with the way it ended. Are you able to take a step back and just look at the season as a whole and what you accomplished, or is it too fresh here?
No, I mean, of course, we're very disappointed. I thought, like I said, that when I look back and summer long, going to be a lot of regrets about early parts of the series. But it's been a great year. Very proud of the guys. It's just the way the city has gotten behind the team and the fans. It's been special, and we've always said from the time we got here, we just want to put out a team that people are proud to root for and play the right way. And we feel like we do that. Now we just got to keep fine tuning everything. So, that's as the summer's go on.
Next fine tune will be to get rid of Rudy Gobert.
You're gonna reflect on the good, and you're gonna.
I don't even know. Maybe even Cat might be going, man. The way he was playing this series earlier, but yeah, we'll see. They say Cat want to go to New York, man. How y'all feel about Julius Randle for Cat?
Also,
is that a good
reflect
trade?
on things we need to get better. So, thanks, guys.
Yep.
All right, man. And
you guys
man, what you got to say?
Clearly had a lot of confidence coming into the game, and believe you get back in it. What did you see happen so early there that just brought a knockout punch and made it tough to come back?
Luka. Just that simple. He had like 3.
Let me turn the volume up a little bit. It's mad low.
Shot from the logo, so it wasn't pretty much nothing we can do about it.
What's your emotion as the season now comes to an end about what you accomplished and where it fell short?
I just said we'll be back next year.
Like that mentality.
Do you think this is something that you just have to go through experience to kind of build on?
Unfortunately, it's going through it with a loss, but I guess so.
What do you think about?
Hey, bring me a towel.
And what do you think about this Mavs group and their potential of what they could accomplish in the finals? And what do you think you can take from what they did to stop you personally in this series and apply it to next year and beyond?
Nothing.
What? Come on, Ant. Damn, bro. You can tell you're a little salty.
And when you kind of look back on this series,
but that's
maybe
what you
early
expect,
in the
man.
series.
He's a winner. He wants to win, bro. You know what I mean? Like, of course he's gonna be a little, me.
What do you think this team could have done better, especially on the offensive end of the floor, to try and counteract some of what Dallas was throwing at you?
We never clicked all together as a team in this series. Not even one game. I think that was the main thing. The last 2 series, we was all clicking at one time, making shots and stuff. We wasn't clicking at one time now.
Kind of along those lines, you've talked about all season through the playoffs the offensive talent that you guys have on this team. There was times through the regular season where the defense was there and the offense wasn't consistent. When you reflect on the series or on the season, what do you think is missing to make the offense more consistent?
A better center.
I think it's all.
He don't want to put his teammates under the bus, but he needs a better center. He needs a better center. Rudy Gobert, it has no offensive bag, no footwork, no post moves. He's trash. Probably need a younger point guard because Mike Conley, he's getting older. I think Garland would work good with the Wolves. Garland, he had a bad run with the Cavs this season. I feel like Garland could be. I think Garland had his career high against Minnesota too. You know what I mean? He's a great point guard, can pass the ball. He can shoot the 3. Ant need a point guard like Garland for real. What y'all think about that? Maybe Trae Young.
Just making shots.
More consistent.
I think it's all about just making shots. Yeah, I mean, this series alone, I don't think we shot the ball particularly well from the three-point line, and I think that hurt us. They was able to sit in the gaps all series, make it tough on me, and their game plan worked because we weren't making shots. But we'll be back next year, man.
Is there anything with them taking as much as they can? Is there anything you can think of that you could have done better within that to find different ways to kind of get the offense going?
No, not at all. I feel like I was getting to the teeth of the defense, creating good shots, and creating the same shots that we was getting versus the other two teams that we played previously, and they just wasn't falling for us. And it's a lot of our guys' first time being in this light, so especially me, it's my first time. So we'll be ready, man. We'll be all right. First time, took a loss. Congratulations to the Mavericks, and we'll be back. We'll be all right.
This is the last. This is the last time we're going to get to talk to you before the off season here. So as you kind of maybe reflect on your season this year,
Team USA.
Where did you make the biggest growth? Do you feel like in your game over the course of the season?
Just being able to read the floor, not get as mad when teams double me and put two on me because I know my guys out there are gonna knock it down, and just trusting my teammates.
And obviously disappointing loss in this series, but what do you take away from the successful postseason run that you guys had, especially the momentum after the first two series?
It's a lot of things to take away. I think the main thing is our identity, and we hung our hats on defense. I think we got a little away from that a little bit this series, and it showed. Because we're not the best offensive team. We always depend on our defense. So I think that's the main thing we take away from this playoff run is that we're a defensive team and we got to start there every night.
Okay. And your first real deep playoff run, how much did you enjoy just what playoff basketball has to bring?
It's fun, man. I love it. I wish we could still play. I wish we was going back to Dallas for Game 6. But those guys came out and they competed at a high level. And like I said, man, big shout out to them. But it's super fun, and I'm looking forward to being back right in this situation next year.
And you start the season against Dallas in Abu Dhabi.
I remember
when you were at that point, what did you envision for this season to look like versus what played out for reality?
It's crazy because Slow-Mo said when we was in Abu Dhabi that he felt like we was going to play this team in the Western Conference Finals.
That's crazy.
He told me that in Abu Dhabi, so it's kind of crazy that we seen him.
Nah, that's actually wild.
But they made some changes to their roster big time, and it helped them a lot.
And some of the young guys, Miller, and we didn't see some of them.
Why he just ignore? Why does dude just ignore? He just interrupted. I mean, what the hell was that, man? They all that nigga, bro. What's wrong with the dude, bro?
And some of the young guys, Miller, and we didn't see some of those players. What do you got coming behind you with the younger guys?
We got a lot. I mean, our coaching staff and organization, weight room guys, they do a great job of preparing those guys. So this summer is going to be big for our young group. I mean, including me. I'm still young. Because we got some players that's haven't been able to showcase their talent. We got a lot of players.
Hey, and what did you learn through this playoffs, and what do you think it will do for you this summer as you prepare to come back next year and go even further?
I mean, you just know how you got to train because, like I said, I've never played this deep into a basketball season. So now I know, okay, in order for me to be able to be dominant in the third round, and if we get past the Western Conference Finals to go to the finals, I got to train like I'm going to go to the playoffs. So I can't be missing training days. I can't take days off. I can't, you know what I mean? I got to be ready. So now I know what it takes. I'll be ready.
And I know it's a quick pivot here, but what are you looking forward to from the Olympics experience coming up?
Here we go. Some Team USA questions.
I don't even want to talk. I don't know.
As a leader of this team, what do you say to the other players on your team about workouts this summer? Is there specific things you want them to work on, or do you think they just improve on their own and you guys all come back for training camp?
I mean, yeah, they got their own trainers, their own guys. They just work on their game. But I just told them, y'all know that we're going to be right back in the same position next year. So y'all know how y'all need to train to get ready, and include myself, because we trained this year as if we was going to just play 82 games, maybe one round of the playoffs. We didn't know we was going to go this far. So we didn't train like it this summer. I know nobody did, especially myself. So I think this summer is going to be huge for all of us because we know what type of team we got and we know what we're capable of. So we need to train like we know what we're going to do.
What goes into training to play deep into the playoffs like you're talking about right now?
Just a lot of things. I think this summer I'm gonna go back to how I trained the year that I was going to college. I think I was in the best shape of my life in my freshman year of college. A lot of air dying, the bike stuff, a lot of stuff like that, man, that make me uncomfortable.
And
this man's just like that's hard. That's hard. You got to train to be uncomfortable, man. You got to be uncomfortable, man. That's some real shit. A lot of niggas don't want to get uncomfortable, including me. I don't want to be uncomfortable. I'm not even just talking about in sports, in general, in life. You got to be in uncomfortable positions, man.
22 years old.
Who that?
Olympics coming up, getting this far in the playoffs. The story of legendary
Nice
company
hockey
is
jersey.
on the course of being written. When you get into this offseason, the Olympics, what's your biggest motivation, inspiration? What keeps your fuel, your drive to be in moments like this and to be as good as you have been?
I think my brother, man. My brother, just seeing him. He works every day. He makes music till about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. When I wake up, he still be up making music. So him just, working to get himself out there and be the best that he can be, it makes me get up every morning and want to be the best that I want to be. And just showcasing to the world what I can do. I think that's another thing that drives me.
Like that.
Awesome. Thanks, Ant.
All right.
We'll start with questions for Nikhil.
All right, fellas.
And Nikhil, I ain't gonna lie, Nikhil. Well, your ass had a doo-doo series, my boy. You had a doo-doo series, man. Only made probably about 2 or 3 threes the whole entire series. The whole entire series, you made about 2 or 3 threes, bro. Was just clanking wide open, man. What you gotta say?
Nikhil, you guys have kind of hung your hat on the defense, specifically the perimeter defense and the ball pressure you guys are able to apply all season. What about Kyrie and Luka made that so tough to be able to kind of impress your defensive will on the game?
They're tremendously skilled. They pretty much can do everything. 3-level scorers, playmakers. So I think one of the toughest things is they're going to make tough shots as well. So it's kind of hard to say I live with that because they're comfortable taking it. Just got to show up every possession, try to find a way to throw them off as much as you can, take them out of their rhythm. They see so many coverages every night. They've been here for a while. They've had success and failure in the playoffs, so they know what's going to come. They've seen it all. This is my first year. Second, if you count it, just really having that opportunity. My first year playing all 82 and then coming into the playoffs and then getting that chance to really learn just about the moment. And for me, it was just a growing process and getting better, and each game just trying my best and just trying to impact winning that I could for the team.
Rudy, as you kind of think about how this series played out for you guys, what's
the camera
maybe
to Rudy, man.
the
Look the camera
one
to Rudy.
take?
What a terrible series from this dude, bro. Terrible offensively. Was getting attacked on the pick and rolls. Lobs and lobs and lobs and lobs. Lobs and lobs and more lobs. Defensive player of the year, bro. Just getting torn up in that paint. And his perimeter defense is very booty juice as well.
Takeaway that you have of why you guys weren't able to get past this team?
Because you can't guard him. It's that simple.
I mean, a lot of it, but definitely those first 2 games. Just being up the whole game, both games.
What's going on with Rudy hairline, man? This shit looks crucified. Like the McDonald's logo, the Batman logo or something, bro.
Everything happens for a
Just
reason.
go ball, Rudy.
It's a totally different scenario if we win one of those 2 games or both. So lots of great things. Obviously, not where we wanted to end, but a lot of positives. And a lot of things to be excited about. And
a lot of things to be excited about. I I'm excited about you getting off this Timberwolves team because you're holding back Anthony Edwards' career, which are terrible. You know how many assists he would average if Rudy could catch up a lob or catch a slip pocket pass? This dude has the worst hands offensively and the worst footwork I've ever seen from a center, bro. Wasn't Shaq 7 foot and can move so elegantly? Jokic can move elegant. Who else is good center? Like Rudy. Bro, they got to get rid of Rudy if they want to go further. I think they got to get rid of Rudy.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back and
we
better.
You won't be on the team, bum.
Rudy, you guys got, when you remember the Jazz made it to the West Conference Finals, I think.
What?
Never.
Never missed. Second round. Second round. Okay, yeah. I apologize. But you made some steps in the playoffs and didn't reach your ultimate goal. What about that process will you take with you to help this group reach its full potential?
Just keep going, keep believing. I'm happy that we got, second year for me with this organization, with this group. Obviously we the only thing in our mind was the championship, but championships are hard. It doesn't happen like that. And getting to the Western Conference Final, second year, with this young group, I'm excited. I'm excited of what we can be as a team, and and the growth, the potential that we still have. We haven't tapped into our full potential, or even close to it yet. So it's obviously frustrated, but it's really exciting too. And and I don't plan on quit believing or anything like that. I believe that we're gonna get right back, and we're better and more prepared.
Rudy, you're a defensive tactician. You've had 5 shots at this team in terms of their ability to either finish off the bounce, throw a lob, or hit the 3 in the corner. What does this team need to do, whether it's personnel or habits, to be able to defend that at that level, to meet those guys and take at least 2 of those away fairly consistently?
It's a good question. I think
fraudulent defensive.
I think we got
fraudulent.
I think we had a lot of really good defensive stretches, a lot of good defensive games. This team. I mean, obviously Luka and Kyrie are 2 unique players. And they're able to a lot of times figure things out. And then I feel like we put ourselves in a position to win. I mean, 3 of those games, 3 of those 5 games, we just, we fell short. And doesn't mean that we were playing terrible defense. Doesn't mean that, they were playing amazing offense. It's just that we fell short, and there's a lot of factors that come into that. We truly believe that, it's our attention to details that is going to make the difference for us, and our mental toughness. I think they got the best of us a lot of times when we lost that. No,
they got the best of y'all when they got you on a switch and got to ice on you one-on-one because you were terrible on the perimeter. You did decent versus KD. I don't know what happened to you, man. I honestly don't know. You drinking before the game or something? I don't know, bro. They attacked you every time. They throw lobs right on top of your head, bro. Like, you just so trash, Rudy. So overrated.
Everyone likes to talk about game plan and all of that, but I truly believe that, our mental toughness at times, and emotional, stability, in the tough moments. I think that's what we really have to we will, learn and get better at throughout the whole 48 minutes and the whole series.
Nikhil, for you this offseason, is it more fine-tuning or adding things to your game? And if it is adding, what does that look like?
Definitely adding. I think there's more that I could have brought to the team. I think could have helped Mike in playmaking.
True.
I want to become a better defender.
Better three-point shooter.
Like I mentioned before, those guys are great players, but it motivated me to want to take pride in that stuff, reach my full potential, try to be better, add value to the team. I think as a player and to my young self of who I want to be, I think I'm very far from that. And for me, it's just adding in every facet, becoming a high IQ guy, being able to make plays, not so much just relying on Ant to do everything or relying on Cat to get me open shots or Mike, and vice versa, like helping them get open shots, get them easy looks. Just becoming a more complete player, and that's about it.
I like that.
Rudy, you have that book. All the
Kel he's underrated for sure. Like, just a very decent role player, man. But he was breaking a lot of threes this series. I can't even cap.
time the obstacle is the way at your locker. Does that apply here?
All the time, man. Every day. You know, I mean, it's part of the journey. You know, each individual, I think, has their own challenges, their own goals, their own dreams, and nothing comes easy. You know, one thing I know, like coming from where I come from and being able to, it's already a miracle being able to, you know, living my dream, being, you know, in this situation, Western Conference Finals, you know, being where I saw myself when I was 12 years old and nobody else saw me, you know, so it's already came a long way, but it, you know, and it's only through adversity, it's only through perseverance, you know, not giving up, just keep putting the work, keep learning, and obviously when you want to win really bad, it hurts, but being able to feed from that pain and turn it into something positive and keep growing and keep, you know, at the same time keep appreciating every single moment, it's really it's really the mindset that I try to embody, and I think our team has also embodied that mindset. And you know, we've been through a lot of adversity as a group over the last 2 years, individually, collectively, and that never broke us. That kept us. That made us better. And I don't think we plan on, you know, giving up now. You know, there's been some amazing progress.
Yes, it's time to give up on the Rudy Gobert experiment. But they do need him to guard Jokic. They do need him. I wish there was a way where he could, like, just come off the bench only to guard Jokic. Offensively, this dude is terrible. But yeah, they definitely need more center depth. They still got Nas. I don't know, man. Maybe they need a different point guard. They need better role player wings. Jaden McDaniels is nice, but he just gets in so much foul trouble, man. You know what I'm saying?
And we're going to keep going through that.
Rudy, you take any scars from this? I mean, all that you've accomplished in your career, and there's some media people that were pretty critical of you, specifically in this series.
Any scars? Not really. I mean, I'm aware of, you know, the noise, and people have different opinions. People sometimes say things that they don't even believe themselves. You know,
you talking about Draymond Green?
It's an interesting world. You know, the world of, you know, of what's around, you know, the game. You know, so it's I really don't try to put my energy into that. You know, I just try to focus on just being the best version of myself that I can be, and
that version is trash.
And let people have their opinions. You know, I think the most important thing for me is who I am as a teammate, who I am.
Okay, bro, he just been yapping, bro. Like, the best version of yourself needs to get in the summer this off season and work on your offensive handles and offensive bag, bro. Post game moves and stuff.
Get the final step into this
every day.
I had to go past that.
Nikhil, this team made a big leap from last year to this year. Do you think an equally big leap is required to get the final step and get to the finals? And what do you think it will take as a group to make it that way?
100%. Winning is not easy. Looking back on each game and knowing that it comes down to if we had this possession back, it looks like a different series. If we did this differently here and there. So I think it's a huge adjustment because that's a lot of the mental things that goes into it. And like Rudy mentioned, emotional control, mental toughness, high IQ plays. I think just ultimately for us to want to win, like we were 7 games away. And to win 7 more games that are high intensity, high pressure, always coming down to the wire. It's going to start with habits, consistency from when I leave here to God's willing next season and next postseason and hopefully making a run again. But I think it's always about continuously making the most out of every day and trying to make that big jump like you're saying. And it's going to take a big jump. And it's going to take constant failure and a mental battle to tune out. He say, she say, to tune out.
Hey, he right, but I wouldn't be mad at a Timberwolves versus Heat 2025 maybe final, 2026. But I do got to see Bron win one more ring, maybe with Bronny before it's all said and done. But I can't wait to see Ant in the finals. It's coming for sure. Maybe like 2026, 2027, 2028 maybe. Definitely he's not even in his prime yet, bro.
The media, to humble yourself to the team, to do whatever it takes to win. And this playoff series postseason as a whole definitely taught me more about what it means to win. And not just really believing, but applying that belief, applying that trust in your work and everything so forth. But also owning that moment. I think all those things are going to play into how we grow next year and making that jump.
Nikhil, you talked about wanting to grow as a playmaker and shot creator this offseason. How as a team can you guys level up, take the next step offensively so that when you do run into an opponent with shot makers, you can go a little bit more toe-to-toe on the offensive end to answer back?
Put in the work.
Yeah, just put in the work. I feel like everybody this season also came back a lot better as a player, and that's why we were able to make this jump. And I have confidence that if we do the same thing next season, guys will be in the right place and where they need to be. And I trust that we can do this again.
Awesome. Thanks, Nikhil. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Who wants Mike?
Mike, what you got to say, Mike? Is you retiring, Mike? Let me know, Mike. Talking to me, Mike. Let me know if you're retiring, man. You got a good, long, healthy career with Memphis, man. Jazz, now the Wolves. Is it over? Let me know.
Go ahead.
Mike, as you think back on this series, maybe what's 1 or 2 things that you wish this team could have done a little differently to get over the hump and get past these guys?
I think in those first few games, just being able to close out quarters better, especially the fourth. We really had a great opportunity in front of us. Had a lot of leads throughout the games this series, and when you give teams opportunities to stick around and make it a possession game, they have 2 of the best in the game at closing games. So that kind of bit us when it came down to it.
When you think about kind of this offense and some of the struggles you guys had in this series, what do you think needs to happen to improve that end of the floor, and what can you do better, to maybe contend with a team like this?
I think it'll start, training camp, off season, like watching film, what style of pace we want to play. The energy that we put in defensively, we have to put that same energy offensively. Passing, cutting, making extra plays, just being on time with stuff, and it has to become, habits for us. Those small things on offense can be a big thing when it comes down to execution in big moments. So I think that'll be something we'll continue to work at and look at going through off season.
Mike, this fan base has embraced you so much and truly loves you, calling you Minnesota Mike. What does that mean to you to have the Timberwolves and the state of Minnesota love you this much and embrace you?
Truthfully, since I've been here, day one of last year from the trade deadline, everybody here has been so gracious and accepting my family and I, and it means the world to me. I could be in a lot of different places and a lot of different circumstances and situations, and they've made this feel like a situation. So
see, this group, some of your teammates are really young in this game. Did you see them pick up the magnitude of the moment as the playoff run went on, and was there anything about that kind of experience that you saw them go through encourages you about what this group can do in its future?
Yeah, I think in each series we had moments where we had individual guys, a group of guys who had to either make sacrifices or change the way they played just for the sake of our team. You look at Ant, his playmaking ability throughout the playoffs just kept improving. Cat, his ability to not be one-dimensional for us. He's spacing. He's inside out. He's sacrificed himself on defense in certain series. He's guarding Jokic. In next series, he's guarding KD, and he's just having to be versatile in that aspect. Rudy, things he does for us on both ends that people don't look at his magnitude.
Mike is too nice. Mike is too nice, bro. Mike is too nice. I want to hear losers, POV, salty,
Those lessons will help get led from this.
Oh yeah, Cat. What you gotta say, Cat? Cat, you had a decent series, but it was very mid. Your caliber of a player, man.
Carl, just kind of what's your emotions right now as you sit here? Are you kind of disappointed, or do you to take pride in how far you guys came this season, or kind of what are you feeling at the moment?
Disappointed for sure. I think it's simple. After the Western Conference Finals, couldn't get the job done. It hurts, this team's worked tremendously hard. Not only improving ourselves as players, but as a team, collectively, just playing together, trusting the process through the ebbs and flows of the seasons and all the adversity. We found a way to always stick together and move forward together. So disappointed for us, we worked hard, obviously didn't get the result we wanted.
Mike and some of the other guys were saying, series maybe wasn't lost entirely tonight, but those first two games.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
that hurt. That 18-point lead in the second game hurt. I think that's the turning point.
Was it tough to come back mentally from those two games, even though it was still just a 2-0 hole at that point? Was it tough to feel like you let those slip away?
I mean, nothing's easy. Nothing's easy when in the playoffs, let alone NBA basketball. I think that, I said it early in the playoffs, we've always done it the Minnesota way, the toughest way possible. And I don't think mentally we were out or checked out or anything like that. We've been used to having adversity. We always find ourselves putting ourselves in a bad position and finding a way to get out of it. So it didn't work out, played with fire maybe a little too many times, and played a great team who played amazing and hit shots when they had to hit shots. So I'm not going to come out here at all and say, it was just all us against ourselves that cost us. They had to make shots and play well, and they did that. That team is well coached. They got great players. Got to give credit where credit's due.
Carl, you're the longest tenured member of this team. How does this playoff run kind of change the context of your entire experience? Seeing the city come alive, seeing what it's like to progress this far. and seeing what it's like to play, on a legitimate contender?
I'm just happy to see like you said, I've been here 9 years. Hope next year, I would love for the tenure to keep going. So, I'm just happy after,
Will Cat be a Minnesota Timberwolf next year, or are they done with Buddy? After this playoffs, we don't know. After this season, we won't know. But either Cat or Rudy is gone. I can count on it.
All the years I've been here and all the ups and downs, to see the city come together so much for this team, it's heartwarming, for someone who's been here, who's seen both sides, to just see how much love these fans have given us and how much excitement we've given them in this playoff run as well in this season. It brings joy to me because, like I said, I've seen the other side of it. So I think that's what makes this so disappointing. These fans deserve a chance to see the finals. I think this team, as well, of course, we feel that we deserve that. We put the work in, but these fans, after all these years, they've given us so much this playoff run this season. It hurts when you feel you let them down. So, it's a tough one.
Kat, for your first deep run yourself individually, what do you learn about what it takes to have success this way, and what more you need to do, or as individually and as a group, to get to the final?
Never let your foot off the pedal. It's going to be good for us to take this experience, just the execution that is required at every level. It gets higher and higher, to understand the discipline that we're going to need if we want to make a deep run and then want to get to that next level, which is the finals, and also the conditioning that comes with it and everything. I think that we've done a great job all year of working hard on our bodies and our game. So, I think this will be a great motivating factor for all of us to even find another level in training in this off season, and attention to detail too, and that goes with the execution. So there's a lot, again, I'm gotta give credit to, we played a great team that made shots and they executed at a high level, especially in the fourth quarter when they really needed to make shots. So I'd be remiss not to give them, the credit that they deserve.
You also said, you just said that you hope to come back for year 10. Do you have any expectations on how this offseason is going to go, and what's going to happen here going forward for you and for the team?
You're going, buddy.
Nah, I don't know. I'm confident that I'm going to be able to be here with my brothers and, and continue to do what I love here at home. So, that's the plan. Nothing's ever changed on my side. And, I love this city. I love this organization. I love what, this city. I love what it's given me in my life and given me and my family. So, it's been about 20 minutes, so, I got a lot to decompress and I got a lot to think about, but, my thoughts are it's never changed since day one about this organization. So, the plan is to be here.
Carl, getting to this level, to the Western Conference Finals, so much of your career has been trying to build
you or
to a
Rudy's
playoff
going.
run
I'm
and to
calling
get
it
to
now.
this point.
You niggas will
Sometimes
not be here next
once you're
year.
at this level, some sort of thing.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't really. What are you trying to? Like, are you trying to say, like, how do I put in the work with all the noise outside type thing?
To be in the Western Conference,
Yeah.
to go further.
Yeah.
There's be a step of keeping the group together.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And kind of moving forward in that way when there is trades and there are free agency and there are those sort of things. What is the challenge as a leader to keep the group focused on moving forward?
Just gonna try my best to answer that. I think for me, with all the noise and stuff, I'm gonna go into the gym every day and work tremendously hard so I could be the best version of myself. The strongest, most fittest, most skilled, most sharp I've been in my career every year. I think that I took a step in my career this year in my overall game. The work I put in, I feel has shown itself this season and taking another step. So I expect nothing less this offseason to take even another step with the experience now that I've garnered in this playoff run and just seeing the game differently, with experience and time, just in my prime of my career. So stepping into it. So the other part to your question, I can't solve those equations because that's not that's not my job. So I can only take care of what I can control, and that's stepping on that court every day in the summer, stepping into the weight room every summer, and attacking it just as aggressively as I attack my rehab to come back from my injury. Just doing everything with purpose, doing everything with a mindset of motivation, and doing what I do best, which is put the work in. I put the hours in, I put the time in. So just continue to do that.
That they should stick with where this team is and let it grow, or do you see something else?
I don't know. I can't. That's not for me to worry about. My job is to go out there, like I said, every day in the summer and off season, and continue to take steps forward in my game and my mentality as a not only as a player but as a person too. Keep growing as a person, keep growing as a player. I know we all get caught up in what on the court, how the game is played, but I also have to grow as a man as well. So I'm excited to see next season when I walk in here for training camp for our first interviews and stuff, to not only see the growth for me as a player that I will get to showcase to y'all throughout the season, but the growth of me as a man. So I can't speak on that. I can't control that. Like I said, I've definitely learned a lot in my 9 years here, and 9 years of being a pro basketball player and the best advice I got is to control what you could control, and I'm gonna continue to do that.
Carl, with this being such a overwhelmingly successful season for this franchise, what are you most individually proud of, whether that be for the team or yourself?
I mean, one of the things I'm most happy about is the man to my right, to see the love that Nas Reed has gotten from this city, to see the love that he's gotten from the NBA, from the media, to the votes, to everything. The Sixth Man of the Year was an honor that was rightfully earned by him. I remember seeing this man when he was young over in Jersey, and to see where he's come now, one of the best players in the NBA, in my opinion, and one of the most skilled and one of the most valuable assets you can have on any team. Definitely one of the things I'm most proud of. On the also side, just to see everyone, to see a team buy into, the greater good of the team. And, we talk a lot about, people do this, do that. They hunt for stats, awards, and to see this team buy into each other, buy into the greater good of the team, putting wins up. It doesn't even matter about the numbers, just caring about each other, loving each other every single day, caring for each other, not only on the court, but off the court with families, being as all of us growing as men. I think what I'm most proud of is that everyone bought into that ideology, and then to see everyone still get the awards. Rudy, Defensive Player of the Year, Nas, Sixth Man of the Year, showcasing again how valuable Mike Conley is to any team, with Teammate of the Year, how he brings our team together, and taking a huge step forward and being second team All NBA. I think that's what makes me proud too. We go talk about the success on the court, but just to see everyone buy in and sacrifice for each other.
We played at a high. We don't want to hear the winners, man. Y'all some winners, man. We wanted to hear the losers side, man. I'm pretty sure Kyrie and Luka got a lot of great things to say. But yeah, man. Did they interview Nas Reed? I wonder when Nas Reed said, if anyone could beat a team to come back, it'll be us. So where are you at, Nas Reed? Let me go to this dude. Yeah, he usually has all the interviews.
Oh.
In like that.
Nas was off tonight. Facts.
He just played better than us. We beat ourselves a lot of times.
Yeah, I don't feel like I can't be watching these full. This probably be my last time watching a full interview. This dude usually has all the good stuff. Luka Doncic says he could sue Wolves heckler. Reacts to advancing. Wolves witness the Luka special tonight.
You had 12 points in 4 minutes. What's going through your head early in the game?
Set the tone. Just got to set the tone. That's about it.
Your dad almost didn't make it here, but he was certainly there by the end. What did it mean to have him, as you go to your first NBA Finals?
Yeah, a lot. They had a 7-hour delay.
Damn.
But he made it, so it meant a lot to be here.
That's great.
We've seen you do this before in Phoenix, where you just kind of rip the hearts out of the crowd on the road in an elimination game. What is that? How would you describe that feeling to demoralize the crowd on the road in this situation?
It's a good feeling, man. I can't lie. Just go out there, and it's us against them. Just stay together. But that feeling is great.
Was there one fan in particular that you kept going at early on? And
yeah.
What was that about?
I can't tell you. If I tell you, I can sue him. But that gets me going. Everybody knows that by now, so just gotta do it.
And then, you guys obviously last year disappointing, end up in the lottery. To make this leap, what do you think were kind of the key developments to make this happen just in the span of a year?
Insane. I think we got a great team, but most importantly, we got the great guys on the team. From players to coaches to everybody in the team, we have great guys, and that's the most important thing. Like I said, we stay together and we just play basketball. Especially I think we beat 3 very, very, very good teams, and having home advantage, which is pretty good for us.
For you personally, growing up watching the NBA from afar, maybe watching the NBA Finals late at night, what does it mean to you to reach this plateau?
I didn't watch because it was 4 in the morning. I couldn't. I had school next day.
What does it mean to you personally to reach this milestone 6 years into your career?
Means a lot, man. Means a lot. It's not easy. It was very hard road. Very hard, but we're here. Obviously we're not done. We need 4 more, but I think today we all deserve to enjoy this win.
Facts. All right, man. That's gonna wrap it up, man. This video, goddamn 48 minutes, man. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. I'm out.